My name is Arit Opo. I am the producer for EO Reports. I am the presenter for EO Reports. I am occasionally the writer for EO Reports. Once in a while, I'm the voiceover person for EO Reports, but not so much anymore. EO Reports has actually really come a long way from when it started. I remember when we were given the mandate to create a new show with emphasis on the progressive, it seemed a bit hard to compute. I mean, everybody knows that good news doesn't sell. And then we're asked to create a show that works with the ethos of EbonyLife TV as a channel, which is celebrating Africa. And it took us a little bit of time to figure out how best to make it work. One of the saddest things we found out was that there isn't a lot of good news. The press doesn't hype Africa. Achievements aren't highlighted. But we worked our way around it. We, created a format, and it's been very heartwarming to see the feedback, to feel like we're part of retelling Africa's story, especially from the news angle. I have an amazing team, that is the truth. Yes, I'm the person most people will see, but the truth is that I couldn't do what I do without the people that make it happen. Our technical crew is incredible. I want to especially mention Mr. Lati, General Balogun, who was there when we were just a one-camera show, General Balogun rather, one-camera show, and I mean, he was doing incredible things with all those angles with one camera.
It's been nice, it's been wonderful. We've put in our best over 2 years, and as you can see, the result is coming up.
Sonny's been there from day one, working out our sound when we had difficult situations,
The experience has been tough, and it's been nice because when we started this show, people are looking at it from another perspective, but as time goes on, we put in our best to make it what people rate as something they like today.
We have Nancy, who does my wardrobe, who has continued to evolve, the look of the show. Every season she comes and she says, oh, let's do this. So I'm doing this a bit differently for you. We've got great directors, starting from Leo, who's our head director on the channel, to Wizzle, who handled EO Reports for a long while, to Chimex, who's now coming in and picking up from Wizzle. We've got Nana, who just joined us on camera as well, who's getting into the groove of things. We've got Bright and Archie for the lights. They're the ones that make my skin look as good as it does, Our edit team is incredible. John T's and Ubong. John T's, again, is a day one person. When we were starting out the show, we were working till 1 a.m. in the morning, just preparing content, and he never complained. We raised the bar and he just rises right along. John T's, let's do this thing, let's turn this upside down. It's like, whatever you say, let's make it happen. And Ubong joined us, and again, enjoying the opportunity to be creative, to say, oh, I've thought of this. I want us to edit this a bit differently. We have on the editorial or the production team, I've got Deborah, who's my production assistant, who is so great with details and harassing, Deborah, we need this drive in Lagos. And then I start to get focused. Arit, that Deborah girl has just come here to ask me about the drive. Can you tell her to stop calling me because the drive will be in Lagos tomorrow? I've got Kelvin. Kelvin was with us at the day one. And then, he went off for a little bit, got some filmmaking experience, and has come back to just kill us with his swagger. Rita with my makeup. My makeup, she continues to evolve. She watches episodes, she looks at it, she's like, oh, I don't like the tone of your skin. I don't think it's showing, we need to change your makeup, we need to change your lips. When you have somebody that is that focused on details, and Yusuf, who, he's really concerned about even my hair health. So let's try out your wigs, Every season before we start, Yusuf, what are the looks we're going for? I think we should do this, I think we should do that. We've got Eric and Isaac who assist Sonny, inside the studio.
Putting together a show of this quality and doing our bit was demanding initially, but, as time just passed on, we got into the flow, and it's been great since then. Auntie
Esther, or Mama as we all call her, is the admin manager and production manager. And she makes sure all the details are done ahead of time.
She needs to give news, and her news had to be accurate. So we needed to take the weight and the load off her in terms of logistics. And I realized that as we started growing, the show started getting bigger, the number of minutes or hours she was given started getting bigger. We also need to grow bigger in the things we do to make it a lot easier and for the show to come out as good as it is.
We have Emily does all the behind the scenes work, just ensuring that the day-to-day production of the show is done without a hitch. And she's a major reason why I don't have to stress about a lot of things, because I can say, Emily, handle it, and it's done. The MCR guys, who are immensely supportive. We've had things come up where the news was ready and then something came up, we had to put it in the news, bring it down, re-edit, send it back up. They work with us to make sure that everything, there are no hitches, there are no problems. Our engineering team is awesome. We've got Basi, we've got Zach, we've got Paul, we've got Dio. Everybody, Dio downloads all our videos. It's our makeup assistants, Happiness and Kelechi. We have a shoot 12 midnight. Nobody's complaining. Happiness is still there, putting on the powder at 12 o'clock like it's broad daylight. I've got Fortune in Lagos who produces our content, and I don't know how she does it because Lagos is no joke. But she pursues, she gets what the whole Lagos crew, got Isis in Abuja. I've got Veronique who used to write for us. Just incredible people who have put their time and their effort and their energy into ensuring that this show is what it is. And the truth is, we couldn't do it without them. I'm very appreciative of our CEO, Ms. Mabudu. She's probably one of our show's biggest fans, When the first episode aired, she called me immediately. And she was like, great job, Arit, it's gonna get better. And I'm not going to lie. 2 years later, looking back at that first episode, I'm like, what? We recently transitioned from picture-based to video-based. That was her. She called and she said, you guys are 30 minutes. What worked for 10 minutes won't work for 30 minutes. Let's get you guys some video, She's involved in the show to an extent that you wouldn't think possible. We're trying out something new. She wants to give us her opinion. At the same time, she gives us the creative freedom. What do you want to do? You want to go shoot on top of a Lumo Rock? Go for it. Don't fall, but go for it. I'm grateful that people watch and send in feedback. Let us know if there's anything we can do to be better as a show, because this is about your Africa. This is about the continent that you live in. This is about the realities that you live. We want to make sure that we're reflecting this continent, right? And we want to make sure that you're a part of us. So 2 years down the line, it's been a very interesting journey. Thank you so much for being a part of our journey.
The show is classy, the show is entertaining, the show is quite informing.
Well, my vision for the show, because if you look from where we are coming from, you can see the difference from where we started and last year and now that makes it 2 years. So it means this show is going to be bigger and going to be greater.
And it's clear that the show is going to get bigger and better. And we want to maintain that level of excellence that we've started with.
Here Report is going to rise. Here Report is going to grow.
I want Here Report to stand out anywhere in the world. I want Here Report to be the show that other people look at and be like, what? Have you seen Here Report?
Arit, she's a very focused person and she knows exactly what she wants. So I think the next level now is just watch out for Here Report. We are going to places.
A very huge thank you to every single one of you. And here's to many, many more years of great news, progressive news from around the world. To Here Report.
years anniversary. From oven to a contract. From 10 minutes to 30 minutes. From one editor to editor.
And keep watching EL Reports.